Meow meow, Kitty McScratch here! So today I'm reviewing the April Play by Sephora. So this month's theme is Step It Up. I think it's kind of geared around different products to help step up your game, such as like some skincare and different stuff like that. Here you can see both sides of the printout that they sent. I kind of like how this printout is a little bit more. I like the fact that they've got the other side that kind of talks about like different ways of prepping better, like different ways of taking care of your skin better and different stuff like that. So I think that's kind of cool because like the last couple printouts, like it seemed like they were just kind of wasting space on one side of the page that they could use for more information. I definitely like the layout of the side with the information about the products that you get a little bit more this time. I think this printout is actually smaller than the other ones. The other ones were almost like way too big, it seemed like. So as you can see, here is the bag for this month's. How cute is this? Now I have to say, this right here, this little lady pictured on here, reminds me so much of my bestie Ruby. Like seriously reminds me so much of her. So much so that like I had to send her a picture and be like, oh my god, look at this! And she was like, oh, it looks like me on my birthday! And that's exactly what I thought. So, granted, she has this by now, by the time this video comes out, but I am totally giving this bag to her because I just couldn't like not give it to her because it totally reminds me of her. Really, Carl? Jeez, cat. Carl. Carl, get out of the way. I don't need you right now. I'm filming. I'm doing important stuff. I'm doing important stuff. Do you not care? He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. Okay, so the first product I got to try out was this Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. It says it's a lightweight moisturizer with airy formula, delivers a burst of hydration with 3 different types of hyaluronic acid. So I used this stuff last night and then I also used it before putting on my makeup today. And I like it. It does moisturize, although it almost makes my skin a little too oily, I think. It's not necessarily a really bad thing. I just, you know, I put it on and when I woke up this morning, like my face was kind of oily and I think it was probably more to do with that. I mean, I do have a little bit of oiliness overnight usually, but it was more than that, more than it normally is. But I did like it. It you know, worked out just fine and it did moisturize my skin quite a bit and I was really happy with how it felt on my skin. So I was pretty happy with it. I'm going to try using it a little bit more and see if my see how I feel about it and if my opinions change on it at all. But right now I'm pretty happy with it. I just gave in. I'm just filming with the cat on my lap now. You know, just, you know, cat on my lap. I gave in. Just gonna have to do it that way. Yes, yes. The second item I got was this Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliator. It says on the sheet, clinical strength exfoliator gently polishes skin with natural fruit enzymes to reveal a glowing complexion. So I used this on last night and I wasn't that happy with it. I'm starting to realize that I think with exfoliators that a lot of them my skin's just too sensitive for it. It really made my skin kind of burn a little bit and it was like almost too rough on my skin. Like when I got done using it, my face was like really red, especially around my nose and my cheeks. And I've noticed that with a couple other things like masks or different things like that that have stuff to help exfoliate your skin in it. It seems like it's just almost too much for my skin. The smell was really weird too. I don't even know how to describe it. I just didn't like it. Like I don't even think I won't even try to use it a second time. I probably will just to see if it was just a one-time thing, but I don't like it and I have a feeling I'm probably not going to change my opinion on it even if I use it a second time. I can't see it really going any differently. The next thing I got was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I had actually gotten this previously in my BoxyCharm last month, so I actually had used this some. I went ahead and used it again today before putting it on and I still find that it feels kind of oily when I put it on, but it seems to work just fine and so far I'm still okay with it. It's not my favorite primer, but it works okay. And I still want to keep practicing with it a little bit more so I can do like a full review on it. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it's okay. The next thing I got was this Makeup Forever Aqua XL Eye Pencil in M10. Beloved by makeup professionals, this creamy, budge-proof eyeliner glides on easily and leaves an intense jet black color. It also says it's waterproof. So I do like the fact that it's waterproof. It wasn't too bad to put on. You can see that I have it on now. Obviously, I don't like it as much as a liquid liner because of the fact that I like to do cat eye, and obviously that's really hard to do with a, you know, a crayon pencil style eyeliner. It went on my waterline really well and it didn't bother my eyes at all, which is awesome because I hate when like it's just itchy and like watery the whole time. So overall, I was really happy with it so far. Like I said, I don't tend to go towards those style of eyeliner quite so much unless I'm doing like my waterline. I'd rather just use a liquid or a gel instead. Predominantly liquid because that's my favorite kind. But I mean, it did work really well and I liked how black it was and it went on pretty easily. It's just kind of hard to do like a cat eye look with it because that's kind of hard because you can't really get a sharp line on it. Next thing I got was this Sephora brand waterproof eye makeup remover. You have to make sure to shake it up to mix up the ingredients for it to work really well. I actually really liked it. It actually got my makeup off really well. I didn't really have any problems with it. I did notice that like at one point it almost started bothering my eyes a little bit, but I think it was just because I had a lot on my round cotton pad. Because once I wiped it off, it was fine. But it took it all off really, really well. It wasn't like I had to fight really hard to get it off. So I liked it, and it may sound really weird, but I like the fact that it's blue. Because blue is my favorite color, so I did kind of like that. But I actually have another one. I have another one from Maybelline that I've used in the past and have over there that's pink. And it's about the same as this, so yeah, it was fine. I'm glad to try a new one. But yeah, it worked just fine. About what you'd expect for it. My fragrance this month was this Marc Jacobs fragrance in Daisy. And I like that it's actually like one of the spray tops again. Last month it was, you had to pull off the top to use it. The month before was a spray top like this. So I like the fact that it's actually a spray top. That's really cool. I think it's just more convenient as far as for a sample because then you're more likely to take it with you and try it a little bit more. I like that scent. This actually, I guarantee you that my mom would like this. I guarantee you this. Because this totally smells like perfume that she would wear. That's not to say I don't like it, because I tend to like pretty much this exact same fragrances that my mother does. But this smells like stuff that she's worn in the past. So when I go to let her try this out, I think she's going to want it. But yeah, so I like this. I'm glad that so far, with all 3 months, that I've gotten fragrances that I actually really like. And so now I'm starting to reconsider whether or not I am so picky about scents because so far all 3 of them have been just fine. So maybe I'm not as picky about it as I thought I used to be. Maybe I'm a little bit more open-minded to them now. Oh, I just really like that one. It's really a light scent. It's like, you know, it's obviously a floral scent, but it's very light. They say, a playful, free-spirited floral scent featuring a sparkling bouquet of wild strawberries, violet, and jasmine. Okay, that's probably the reason I like it a lot, because it's got jasmine in it. Like, it wasn't, like, predominantly jasmine enough for me to be like, oh, that's jasmine. I know that's jasmine, but there's... So I'm not surprised that I like that one. Although, I will say that I find it kind of entertaining that it's called Daisy. But there's no daisy in it. Like, as far as scents. I don't know, do they actually have a fragrance that's actually made from daisies? So as far as my thoughts overall on this month's Play by Sephora, I actually am really happy with this month. I mean, I don't like the exfoliator. That's fine. But everything else in it I'm actually pretty happy with and enjoyed using. So I think it was pretty good for this month, especially because, you know, I'm still finding some new stuff that I'm interested in trying out and possibly getting in the future. I like the bag more this month. Like, I think this is super cute. I'm not as thrilled about how they make them because it's still the same way as it was before, where it's not serged on the inside along the edges. And it just makes me want to go downstairs and take my serger and fix that. But honestly, like I said, like with last month's, this is a cotton-based fabric, so it's less likely to fray out like the first one, which was like a satin-based. I'm really looking forward to giving Ruby this bag, and I know that when I take it to her, she's going to absolutely lose her crap over it, because I know she was losing her crap over it when I like sent her a picture about it. So of course, it is $10 a month to get the Play by Sephora. You get 5 deluxe size samples and a fragrance each month to try out. I'm still pretty happy with it. So far, I haven't had a month out of the 3 months that I've done it so far that I've been like, this is absolutely crap and I don't know why I'm doing this. So I'm happy with it still. If you like getting a lot of stuff from Sephora, it's probably a really good one to sign up for. If you're not that interested in some of the stuff at Sephora, or you're not that interested in makeup, it might not be one that you want to go for. You might rather go for Ipsy or even BoxyCharm if you want to try like other brands than what's carried there. Sometimes both of those have stuff in them that's at Sephora, but I know that with Ipsy it is a lot more custom tailored to you, whereas this one isn't as much. So I'll have a link down below if you want to go check it out online and possibly get it yourself. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure to subscribe down below and hit the little bell icon to keep up with all my upcoming videos. I will also be covering the Ipsy subscription and also BoxyCharm as well. Those reviews should be up here shortly. I decided this month to do them in separate reviews just so I could go a little bit more in depth and keep the time of the video down a little bit more for you to make it a little bit more convenient. Make sure to follow me on all my social media. I tend to go in a little bit more detail on what I'm doing day to day, and even with some of my filming stuff, a little bit more on there as well. Also, comment down below on what your thoughts of this month's Play by Sephora. Do you like a lot of the products that I got this month, or are you kind of disappointed with some of them? Like I said, I'm pretty happy with all of them. Just that one exfoliator I wasn't too thrilled on. So thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!